The late adopter, he's growing on ya. His lines are insane, he's your crack and dopamine dealer. The late adopter, the crypto doctor. He's got what you need, he's your vitamins and painkiller. The late adopter, he's growing on ya. His lines are insane, he's your crack and dopamine dealer. The late adopter, the crypto doctor. He's got what you need, he's your vitamins and painkiller.
Bam. The late adopter. Not so late today. How you guys doing? Are you doing good? Are you doing good? Bitcoin up to 41,526 dollarinos. Looking nice. Let's count, guys. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's do it in Norwegian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we can do it in Serbo-Croatian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe German. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chinese. I, S, S, and I forgot the rest. It's 10, guys. It's 10. Let's get 11. Let's get 11. Yeah, why not 11? Why not 11? Anyways, guys, welcome to Bitcoin Daily every single day, 9:30 Central European Time on the dollar. We do this show every single day. Doesn't matter what happens, we always do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. I don't know. I don't know any more languages, you know. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing nice. It pumped hard, it pumped good, it pumped nice. It is definitely very, very bullish. We got one more big resistance to break to the upside. How is this gonna play out? We do not know. By the way, who of the green names is in the chat? Batch, Ron, hi Batch, how you doing, guys? Doing the beauties in the chat, and who more? Who from the TEA fans club is here? Only those three. That's good. That's good. That's enough. A lot of white names. Ross, Sain, Ardesh, Marco, Aero, Mladen, Ross, Chris, Zeus, Alexa, Space. Hi everybody. How are you doing? Is everybody excited? Is everybody thinking this can go to 100k? On some morning you are not streaming. I'm streaming every morning. Like there was like 2 days I wasn't streaming, but I'm streaming every single morning. If you're not, you know, if you're not getting notifications, you gotta get to the channel, you know, click the, you know, my channel name, and you know, you'll find the stream. 9:30 Central European Time every single day. 11 green days, let's go. First time I see this live. Good thing for you. Hi Tila, hi Jim, how you doing? I'm black. No, you're white, but your name is white. Name is white. There is green guys and there's white guys, you know. In this channel there's green guys and white guys, and the green guys a lot more popular than the white guys. Happy weekend, man. Okay, let's see what's happening here, guys. Actually, that's not gonna happen. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen here with Bitcoin. By the way, guys, yesterday we had some very nice lines, and you know, we are looking at the triangle, and we said whichever side this goes to, that's gonna be you know, the side actually goes to. And you look at this fake out, went down there and then pumped right back up. And yesterday after the stream, it went a couple hours up here. I actually knew this is actually gonna go higher, because what happened then is that price over here, we dropped out of the triangle, we went down, but then suddenly these two candles came in, we went above the moving averages up here, and then we went you know, bounce off the moving area. So around 40,300 I was like, shit, this is going up to like 44,000 right now. It went up to something like 42,003, and right now having some kind of pullback. So how this is gonna play out, it's gonna be really interesting to see. It's gonna be definitely really interesting to see. But this triangle did play out to the downside. Unfortunately, it did not pull us that much down. This was the biggest pullback you are allowed to get. It can be a bull trap, because up here there is divergence. I'm gonna show you. This is a 4-hourly time frame. There's double divergence happening here on this right now. first divergence, right, second divergence up here, right, there is double divergence up here, so the price is technically climbing higher, and higher, but you are climbing with the divergence, so at one point you gotta correct that divergence. You know, this cannot continue forever and forever. Divergences need to be corrected, and until we correct the divergence, you know, you cannot actually expect the price to continue going up. But you know, as long as it keeps on going up, you know, you can get third divergence. There is no problem. Like, you can still get third divergence, 1, 2, 3. It has happened before. It can always happen. It can always happen. Third divergence can happen. There is no actually zero problem with the divergences. But you know, right now you are getting these two red candles, so this divergence is technically in some kind of pullback. Should come maybe to 10-20 moving average again before we actually go up to here. So what am I expecting right now? What am I expecting, guys? What am I expecting? Let's just remove this line up here. We don't need this one. Yeah, we need that line actually. We don't need this line. And this 36, we don't need that one, and we don't need the 45 because we broke that. So right now, what I'm expecting, of course, is either the channel, our channel, to be a resistance, or these lines up here. So around 44,500 or 45,100. So one of these numbers is eventually gonna be resistance. I think one of these numbers, give or take 44,500, 45,100, and then you got this channel line depending on when we gonna hit it, around 43,000, right? Let's say 43,000 because it's a nice round number. These three lines are right now superbly important resistances, because on the daily chart, guys, on the daily chart, we managed to break the 100 moving average, close above 100 moving, and the only thing we have above us right now is the 200 moving average, all the way up here around these numbers, 44, 45,000, 43,000, give or take, where this actually goes to, right? But I don't think this is actually done over here and it's just gonna, you know, fall down here. It might do that. Like, I've been wrong before. This stuff happens, right? You always wait for the one last pump to the upside, you know, that never comes. One less pump up there to the upside. But there is Saturday, you know, so we still technically got 2 days before the big players come into the game and push the price down. They're gonna be like, nope, you are supposed to go down here, now you're gonna go down there. You know, that might happen. The big dump is coming. 200 days simple moving average, 20 week simple moving average up in the 45k area. Alif, you're definitely correct. The 200 moving average, the purple line right over here, is around 44,500, and on the weekly time frame you'll see here that the red line up here, it's exactly here at the 44,500. Let's see this on another chart because it's easier to see. Less lines. We can remove these bottom lines because we don't need them. You can see here the moving averages. The moving averages are really nice. This is the 20 moving. This is the 20 moving average on 20 moving average on the weekly up here. This is 10 moving average, 50. So 10 moving average, we crossed that. 50 moving average was acting as support, and right now we are going for that hit on the 20 moving average. And if you guys remember down here, I've been saying, you know, to test, you know, when you get these kind of extensions from the moving averages, you gotta go a little bit back and test the moving averages, right? Test the moving averages. So this test over here never came. We are just too far away. Down here, we did test the 10 moving average. We broke that. We went up, and right now comes the, you know, final test on the 20 moving average. This is the final test that will actually decide whether this is a bear market or bull market. We are already calling it bear market, you know, and maybe it's some kind of mini bear market, small bear market, but you know, nonetheless, it is a bear market. This has been lasting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, almost 3 months. I mean, 3 months total, you know, total downtrend. Yeah, at one point you gotta say it, man. Yeah, man, this is some kind of a bear market. You gotta say that. Like, it's been mini bear market, sure, no problem, but it was a bear market, right? So right over here, right on this pump over here, we are right now gonna find out where we get rejected by the 20 moving average or not. If we get rejected by the 20 moving average, guys, if we get rejected by these levels up here, then there is always another level up there, right? And then you got these levels up here. You always get higher levels, man. You always get higher levels. There is, you know, There is no stopping here. There's no stopping. No, if you get rejected by the 20 moving average up here, it's gonna be bad, guys. It's gonna be bad, because if we get rejected by the 20 moving average up here, we might see further down movement, and probably we are gonna be breaking the 50 moving average on that move. Right now we didn't break the 50 moving average. This is actually holding the 50 moving average. 50 moving average on the weekly did hold, and we are bouncing up, but right now we are going all the way up to the 20 moving average on the weekly, 200 moving average on the daily, and we're gonna see how this actually holds. We have been having immensely good run up to the moving averages, immensely good run up to the moving averages. So we're gonna see if this actually holds. We're gonna see if this actually holds and pushes us back, or we maybe bounce on it. I have a pot of coffee, please. Hope it's not a dead can bounce. We're gonna see, guys. But I'm gonna show you something else. I'm gonna show you something on the weekly time frame. I think I showed you this yesterday, so I'm probably just repeating myself. But we're gonna use the 20 moving average, because 20 moving average is really important, and we're gonna use this indicator down here that's called TLA overextended indicator. It's really nice. It's really nice. So what you're gonna see here is this weekly, yeah, but this is 10 moving average. We gotta move it to the 20 moving average, and we're gonna look at here on 20 moving average. When we dropped below here, are we gonna look at this? No, we're gonna look at on the BLX chart, because more data. You'll see here, when we dropped below the 20 moving average, when you drop below 20 moving average, you get these extensions on the downside, right? You get these extensions on the downside. This is 20 moving average extensions, and you can see down here that we were pretty extend, like these extensions away from the 20 moving average on the weekly doesn't happen that often. You can count them, like in 10-year history this happened once. Technically happened like twice, because this is entire dump. This is twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6 times, and then here, you gotta go back like to 2011 to find like 7 times. These kind of overextensions on the 20 moving average on the weekly do not happen often, guys. And every single time, without any kind of doubt, these things, these overextensions. Let me just put back the line. These overextensions, you can see here, overextensions. These overextensions always, every single time, overextensions go back to the 20 moving average. Every single time you get these big overextensions, they go back to the 20 moving average. You see the wick up here, 20 moving average, and reject over here. It doesn't have to be rejected. This one over here pumped above the 20 moving average. This one got rejected, but the thing is, it goes back to the 20 moving average. This one up here went also back to the 20 moving average. You can see from the wick to the wick up to the 20 moving average, right? And down here as well, you can see here this overextension up here back to the 20 moving average. This overextension out here went sideways back to the moving average, didn't drop further down. Corona dump, of course, went back to the moving average, and right now we have this overextension that's right now moving back to the 20 moving average. So every single time we have been moving back to the 20 moving average, every time we have been this much overextended. That's why we are right now going this fast up, because this is a very big overextension. A very big overextension, and right now we are moving back to that level again. Now this is normal movement. This is nothing to be like, yeah, it's a bull or continuation. It's a normal pullback to some kind of moving averages when you get extended. It just how the stuff happens. The price goes, and it follows some some moving average follows. So when price starts going up, this moving average starts slowly climbing up, right? So what happens is that price starts climbing, but the moving averages climb slowly. There are fast moving averages, slow moving averages, and at one point you get so much extended from the moving averages that people are like, dude, it's overbought for right now. Let's sell a little bit, let's take some profits, and you know, the price starts going down or goes sideways or whatever it does, hits back to the moving averages and then finds whether this is a normal price or not. So right now what's happening up here is that, you know, the price is getting back on the weekly time frame back to where it should be, you know, because you cannot just push it down with this 20 moving average going like this over here. It just doesn't work like this, you know. We were expecting some kind of 28 levels down here to get in, or it didn't hit our targets. That's the worst thing about this. It didn't hit our target, you know. It came pretty low, but not hit our, it held this 50 moving average and bounced off 50 moving right now to 20 moving average. The 20 moving average will be alpha and omega, will be telling us what's gonna happen next, and also this 200 moving average on the daily. But right now it does look bullish on, for another move towards the upside all the way up here. Now, just like we said before, it's a trap. Shinji says it's a trap. It might be a trap, it might not be a trap, it kind of depends. Just like we said before down here, every time you wait for one last dump, we are waiting for one last dump down here. If you're remembering on the 4 hourly, you can see here our target was somewhere around down here, right? And we are waiting for one last dump, you know, before we get in, because that was the channel, but it never came there. It just went sideways and just started pumping up here. So we never got this one last dump down here. So that might also happen here, that everybody's waiting for one last pump and it just never happens, because one last pump means 200 moving average. One last pump means 20 moving average. The good thing about the one last pump right now would be if we get up to the, you know, the 200 moving average, that would indicate that we at least have enough bullishness to, you know, test the levels. But if we don't even come up to the levels and just start, you know, getting rejected before we even come up there, like over here, we didn't even come to the 200 moving average. We just got rejected and it started going down because we hit some other resistance up here, but we didn't even come close to the 200 moving average. If you just start going down here, or start going a little bit up and start going down without hitting the 200 moving average, without testing the 200 moving average, that's a bearish sign. The same thing goes for 200 moving average. If we start going up here and we do not test the 200 moving average, sorry, 20 moving average with the wick or anything like that, if you just go like over here and just start going right back down again, technically it's a rejection, but it's a worse rejection than if you go and test it. Okay, with the test, you at least have enough bullishness to test the line. But if you do not go all the way up there and you just start getting rejected up here, that's even worse. That's even worse. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out next week. If you get some big dumpage down here, you know, if we get total mad rejection here and just climb all the way down, or if we're gonna manage to get above this 20 moving average and get some kind of new all-time highs and start climbing towards the upside, right? That can also happen, but this 20 moving average is really important to break. This 20 moving average, 200 moving average, that's really important to break. I have really good faith right now in the price going higher, even though we have double divergence here. I'm still looking at the 10 and 20 moving average on the 4 hourly. Again, if you break the 10 and 20 again for the second time, you know, might actually indicate the downside. But these are the levels: 43,000, 44,000, even this one up here, 44,500, give or take. These are important levels where we should find some kind of resistance, right? This is some kind of resistance, and I think we need to go up there to test these levels, because if we don't do that, we will be quite bearish. We'll be quite bearish on all of these things. But if you go there, you know, there is a probability to, you know, give some good go sideways below the resistance and then break to the upside. I'm still not bullish, like, oh guys, we're going up to like 100k. No, not there yet. I'm gonna be there eventually, right? It's gonna happen. But right now I'm you know, bullish, you know, down here bullish, you know, you gotta eventually, you know, climb to our upside. You're breaking the moving averages, everything looks nice, no problem there. But you know, you're not bullish like we're going to all-time high yet, right? You gotta break this. Once you break this, we can talk about all-time highs, we can talk about 200, 400, 500k, whatever, right? But until we break this, we are not talking about that. We are talking right now about we are getting really close to the resistance where we should be. If this just continues pumping towards the towards the sky, it's difficult to say what might happen and what might not happen. Inverse head and shoulders on 1 day forming. 1 day inverse head and shoulders. Let's see that 1 day inverse head and shoulders. How do you see the inverse head and shoulders on 1 day? What's guys? Where do you see inverse head and shoulders forming? I'm guessing you're looking at something like this. I'm guessing this is your take on the head and shoulders, right? Okay, something like this, right? I'm guessing that's the, it's too early to call head and shoulders, but at least go down here and start going up here, then you can call the head and shoulders. But I think it's too early now. It's too early from all-time high. From all-time high. What? Inverse head and shoulders. This is an inverse head and shoulders. Lol. Okay, I get it. I see it. Yeah, sure, why not? Sure, maybe it's an inverse head and shoulder from all-time high. Why not? He sees this through his special glasses. No, from all-time high. Khabib is old news, bro. CK just tweeted. I thought it was a pretty ugly one. It is ugly one, but sometimes the ugly prevails. Also, you remember this head and shoulders up here, right? Where's the neckline? Let me just draw the neckline up here, something like this, give or take. Yeah, let's not use the wick because we cannot put it correctly. Give or take, right? We're just gonna put it here, there, whatever. It doesn't matter. There we go. Right, it was some kind of head and shoulders up here, and this one played out very nicely. This one played out very nicely, this one played out very nicely, but it was nice on the shoulders up here. But down here, this one up here, I don't know. It seems to me like a very ugly head and shoulders. Very ugly head and shoulders. How is Viking? Rising wedge 4 hour. Let's see the 4 hour might be some kind of. Do you see the rising wedge? I don't know. We have been seeing a rising wedge that actually broke to the upside before. I'm gonna show it for you. Before we had this rising wedge up here, I'm gonna show you. There was this rising wedge up here that broke to the upside. And you can see here we broke on this to the upside. And I said this is super bullish. When you break something, because the rising wedge should break the downside. So when they break to the upside, you become super bullish. There is no other way to say it. When you go against the grain, we've been rising since 28k. Yeah, this is super bullish. So this right now is this was play out, but maybe there is some kind of other different kind of a rising wedge. Let's see here if we can. Like maybe, but it's really ugly rising wedge. It's really ugly rising wedge, and I don't know. I don't know. It does hit these these bottoms down here really nicely, and these tops up here really nicely. And it does look like some kind of rising wedge. Maybe it is rising wedge. Maybe it's gonna break to the downside, but I think it's just too big. And this start is too big. Usually it's like it's too big. I think it's too big. I don't know. Seems like the 4 hourly bearish divergence with RSI got smashed through, didn't it? Yeah, it did, but we are still continuing. We are still continuing with the bearish divergence, guys. We are still continuing with bearish divergence. I'll show you up here. Let me just remove this. This is the RSI, and this was the bearish divergence, which didn't push the price down. It just went sideways and a small pull down to the downside, right? And when this happened, two things happened. First of all, we got hidden bullish divergence. because the RSI was going down, the price was going up and jumped up here, so that was a confirmation of the hidden bullish divergence. But once the price came up here, right now we have again RSI divergence, bearish RSI divergence, right? So we are again having a bearish RSI divergence, and we are again gonna go down. So what's gonna happen up here at the top? We are gonna have these divergences until divergences gets corrected. So right now we might actually go down. If you go down up here, this will be corrected, right? This will be corrected, and then we go up. Maybe if we go up above the previous high, and we don't make the previous high on the RSI, we still got the divergence here. So we got the correct divergence. So once the divergences are corrected, this move to the upside will stop, and will actually, you know, either decide whether it's going to go to the downside or upside. Maybe there is something. Let me just see here, over here. Maybe there's something forming in this last part. I don't see it. It's channel more than it's more than a channel than a. You can't say it's a wedge or anything like that. Interesting, Breta. Thanks. You're welcome. So the divergences always have to correct. I'm gonna show you why divergence has always to correct the up here. You can see here the divergences on the RSI. You know, when something starts going up, you know, it creates this divergence. This is hidden bearish divergence. This is RSI divergence. This is normal divergence. Normal move, and this is corrected. This is corrected, and right now over here it's corrected. Over here it's corrected. So both of these two sides are corrected, and right now the price can actually do whatever it wants to do. But all the way, actually all the way since from up here, you know, divergence, no divergence. And over here it was a normal move, and over here we had the, you know, the hidden bullish divergence to go to the upside. So divergence is actually start up here, divergence, and only after we got no divergence, that's actually, you know, we came to the twisting point, right? And same thing goes for over here on the 4-hourly. Right now we have divergence, and until we get this no divergence move, or even this you know, no divergence move up here, you know, we're gonna figure out whether we're gonna go up or down. But right now these divergences has to, you know, correct and chill down. So why do these divergences happen? Well, you go up too fast, and then your price starts doing this, and you know, the leggy indicator doesn't follow, so it takes a little time to, you know, correct with you know, synchronize with the price, and then once it's synchronized with the price, everything moves as it should be moving. None of those divergences were not playing out since we started pumping. None of those divergences were not playing out since we started pumping. None of those divergences were not playing out since we started. Well, this one played out. This one played out because we went down. Hidden bullish divergence played out right now because we went up. Right now this is a hidden. This is a bearish RSI divergence, so we should go a little bit down. Right now already playing out, right? So we're gonna see here, if there is no divergence here, how this is actually gonna play out. If we create some kind of triangle up here, that might mean that we might actually continue going down. So we're gonna see that. Invasive government regulation with disruptive tax and accuracy is blockchain sacrifice for infrastructure funding. Man, we are not into that. Went up to nearly 41k, dropped to retest 30, and we went back up to 42.5 before dropping to present price. Looks like another leg up to 45, which was in the cards for a month now. Yeah, I mean, the 45 is what we are expecting. Now, whether we're gonna hit that or not, like, it depends. Like 43, 44.5, 45, it's in the ballpark area. You know, you can hit any of these resistance and we'll be happy. The thing with tech analysis, we do not know which resistance will be, you know, rejected. You can go through this resistance, and get rejected on the last one, or just get rejected here, right over here. We don't know, but we know where the resistances are are lying. Now we might actually do some more mumbo jumbo lines over here on this chart. Let's see first on the weekly time frame. Let's remove this one up here. You know, up here that's 45,200 on this, you know, and after that there is up 49,000. But technically below these two lines there is no resistance. Between 39 and 45 there is no resistance, right? We've been saying that, and we've been saying that if we break this up here, we should this up here, this level up here. If we break this level up here, yeah, that's the correct one. If you break, because this is a daily, neither on the daily nor on the weekly, there is any kind of action here. There is no action here. So that means that's what makes me so bullish up to 45,000, because there is no resistance here. So the only resistance that can come in this area up here is some kind of a, you know, some kind of a trend line that's going right through this this area up here. So maybe it's these lines up here. So let's try to find that trend line. Let's try to find the trend line and see if we can actually get it. Let's first see if these levels actually correspond to anything decent. Let's see in the weekly time frame. Yeah, might be like this over here. There we go. This is the only thing, like these two tops over here is actually creating, it's actually hitting in 1, 2, 3 times up here. Also acting as a, you know, changing point between these two and these two. So this might be it, you know. There is also this resistance here exactly at 42,100. There is also that one, you know, but there are very few in between. So area between these two levels, these two levels up here and up there, it's very empty beside this one trend line. Maybe there is some other trend line up here, and these trend lines are really hard to find. Usually there is some kind of let's see if we can find another trend line up here from the weekly time frame, because these trend lines also act as a support and resistance line, right? So this one already got broken down here. Let's see up here, maybe something around 44,500. That's in the ballpark up there. This one also gives us something like 42.5, but it's really bad week. I think it's really bad week, and maybe up there, but you know, this doesn't work out, this doesn't work out. This is only 2 hits. Like, it's really bad. Like 1, 2 hits, you don't even have 3 hits. The only decent trend line on the weekly is this one, because it has 1, 2, 3 hits, and then it gets this resistance and this breaking of the resistance to the support. So this is the only technically some decent line on the weekly, because none of these other lines are actually any good. In this area, of course, like there is probably some kind of line that goes like something up here, but right now we are looking in between this area, between 40,000 and 45,000. There is only one technically decent line with several hits on the line that's actually create this resistance. So that might be the only reason we are stopping there. But beside this line up here, there is the space is pretty empty. The space between 40,000 and 45,000, this space over here, it's pretty empty. So you got this line, there is no moving averages. Up here is the moving averages. Down here is right now the resistance that we broke. So I'm thinking right now, if we pull a little bit back, let's pull the moving averages up here. If you pull a little bit back, something like that, and we cross this line again up here, I'm definitely 100% sure this is actually going to go all the way to the 45,000, 45,000. We also got, don't forget, the channel line, 43,000, right? We got a channel line, where is the channel line? Up here, the channel line 43,000 right up there. So that might also be the resistance. Let's see how this looks on Binance chart on the weekly. Let's draw the same trend line that we just drew and see how this actually looks. That was down here. It's not actually perfect hit. There are too many lines. I understand that, guys. I understand that the charts are noisy as you know what. It's not actually perfect hit, but it is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. It's not perfect hit on this chart, but it does hit these tops up here on the dollar up here, and it's pretty close to this. It's crossing here at 42,500 as well. So yeah. We are getting there. Like we are very close to the like immense resistance up here, immense resistance. So we're gonna see how we actually do when we actually get to that resistance. I'm scared until we get above 20-weekly EMA. Yeah, everybody's scared until we get above 20-week EMA. And then when everybody becomes bullish, it's gonna drop. Because we're gonna go above the 20-weekly EMA. And just like in 2000, just like in 2014, when was it? Yeah, just like in 2014 up here, we will go back above the 20 moving average, above all the moving averages, to create this, you know, very nice bullish triangle up here. You can see bullish triangle right above the moving averages. You know, we got a bull flag with triangle, you know, continuation pattern. Everybody think, yeah, we're going to go up, and then nope, let's go down to the bottom. Bull run started. No, it didn't start it. Maybe it did start. Maybe it did start it because it does look good. But right now, you know, it technically speaking, this is just a pullback because of the overextensions. Right now we have corrected all the overextensions, and right now we might, you know, continue going up or continue going up. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Ron, 250 bucks. Thanks for the money, man. I appreciate it. Ron prediction. One hit 45 until 8th of August. Second correction 8th to 23rd August. And third all-time high 24th August, 8th September. Guys, I think you need to screenshot this. I think you need to screenshot this because I think I know why he's saying what he's saying. And whoever can actually figure it out, he knows what we're talking about. Ron understands the technical analysis, guys. Ron has got it. So we're gonna see how that plays out. Thanks for the bucks, man. I appreciate it. So yeah, we are just going up because reasons, overextensions to the downside. Stuff happens. So we're gonna see how this plays out. We are getting extended from the 20 and 50 moving average. Like this cannot go, you know, you cannot go forever, you know, forever up. But people are right now getting pretty FOMOistic because we are right now breaking, even breaking this up here. Everything for the last 2 months that we create down here, all of the pain and suffering that's been going on and on, right now in 10 days, everything is done. Everything is done in 10 days. Are we gonna correct a little at last? We did correct a little at last. You see here, this is the correction and this is a correction. That's it. That's all you get. Until 5,000. Maybe up here it's done. We're gonna see. But we already got 2 RSI divergences. We're gonna see how this is gonna play out with the next move to the upside and downside. If you go up here and there is no RSI divergence, or if you go, you know, like this and there is no RSI divergence up here, you know, it can play different. This last part can play out a little bit differently. Might also do something like this and create triple divergence and then, you know, continue down and down, you know. But at one point, these divergences has to be corrected, and once they're corrected, that is the point that is actually going to decide whether it's going to go up or it's going to go down. But if you listen to Ron, Adopter, he's saying 8th of August, 6, 7, 8th of August on the daily chart. It's not many days left. That's when we are, you know, going to go a little bit down, and then we're going to go up all the way up to September, something like that, all-time high, right? That's the prediction. That's prediction. So we still got a couple of days left until the 8th of August right now to price. So about a week. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen the next week. If we can do this, or it's just gonna do this, or we're gonna do this. That is all kind of assumptions that can happen. $240 is up. Are you in long? No, I missed the long, man. I was waiting for 28k. Never came. The last little dump, the 28k. Then it went up. Then I was like, nope, not buying this. 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 Nope, not gonna buy this. Nope, not gonna buy that. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck. It doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. The markets are still here tomorrow. The Bitcoin will be here in 5 years, in 10 years. There will be other times, you know, that you're gonna enter the trade. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter whether I, you know, get my 30% now or not. This is 30% move. This is actually 50% move. It really doesn't matter. It would be nice, you know, but altcoins do like 50% in one day. Bitcoin did 50% in like 2 weeks. So, you know, but markets will be hit tomorrow. It really doesn't matter whether you bought or not. Don't FOMO in, you know, at the resistance. Don't FOMO in at the resistance. At least that's what I think. At least that's what I think. I'm taking screenshot of this wrong guy. We'll get back to him shortly. I think Ron might be onto something. I think Ron might be onto something. So we're gonna see how this plays out. Wookie want a cookie, smart man. It's just possibly also. It's just my personal opinion. We're gonna see that. We're gonna see how this actually plays out. But it does look nice, guys. It does look nice. You cannot complain that this pump, it just eliminated all the pain that you've been having for you know, last 2 months. All the pain and suffering that's been going on here, it's been eliminated in 2 weeks, in 10 days, in 10 days. So it looks very nice. It looks very good. Right now, hitting some kind of first resistance up here. The trend line, because it might stop just here. It might stop because, you know, these two also tops up here. You know, show this trend line. Let's see this on this line up here. See here. Very nice trend line up here. It might just stop over here and continue going down. Like, you never know. You never know. It's hard to tell. But the risk is pretty high. The risk is pretty high because you are not buying on the moving averages, on the low moving averages. You're buying on the high moving averages. So the risk is high for a pullback. The risk is high for a pullback. And when there is risk, you know, the tech analysis and trading is all about risk, you know, minimizing the risk, you know, increasing the potentials and stuff like that. It's been raining money for 3 months on shorts. The Spain is suffering trust rate accumulating. Depends on who you are. Depends on who you are. And I've read the news that, you know, heard a chain analysis about, you know, how whales are accumulating. They don't care. They're just accumulating more and more. Whether that's correct or not, I don't know. The week on the January top. Josh, January top was 42K. Yeah, 42K. But it's the week and we don't care about the weeks, man. See the week up here? We don't care about weeks. What we care about is the closes. We care about the closes. And close was up here at 40,600. We do not care about the wicks, we care about closes. Wicks are for the trend lines, closes are for the horizontal lines. Love Lakes and what's country, sir? Norway, but it's not Norway, you know. Usually I get wrong with 2 months. Also to include this. Ron, you cannot back out now. You called it, you gotta stick to the guns. You know, because if it does work out, you're gonna be pronounced a genius. If it doesn't, you know, there is also always gonna be the next 2 months. Eventually, you're gonna be right, and you're gonna be pronounced genius. You cannot fail this. There is no failure. Like any prediction you put out, if it doesn't happen, like nobody cares. But if it does happen, like you're a genius. That's how all the YouTube tech analysis channel work. We put out predictions. And if it doesn't happen, like, who cares? But if it does happen, look at his genius. He's genius, man. He's genius. Ron is backing off now. Not fair. Yeah, that's why I'm saying he's backing off. He cannot back off. He gotta stick to the guns. We beat the 46 in the recent pump. Lots of charts are not showing it. Of course not. I mean, a pump to 46 to whatever might actually happen. Which chart might that be? This is the Coinbase, not on Coinbase. This is the Bitfinex, not on Bitfinex. This is Binance, not on Binance. Let's see other charts. BTC, USD, Bitstamp, 42. No, BTC, USD. Maybe Bybit chart, perpetual Bitcoin. No, BTC, USD. Maybe Huobi or something like Gemini. It must be one of those BTCs. It must be. Maybe it's those with low liquidity or something like that. This might be some pair with low liquidity. Let's see on Coinbase. Nah, I don't know. 46. I don't believe the week to 46, bro. USD. Yeah, there you go. this thing I'm gonna show you. A BTC USDT perpetual contract is by what is it? Binance. No, it's not this one. BTC USDT perp. There we go. This one wicked up to 48,000. And why do these things happen? Because of low liquidity. There is not a lot of liquidity, and you know, somebody, you know, puts a market buy order, and you wick up to, you know, some crazy number. So this thing wicked up to 48, but this it doesn't mean anything, guys. It doesn't mean anything because you are looking for a very special coin, very special pair where the liquidity is really low, and then this happens, right? This happens on anything that has low liquidity, you know, low volume in the order books and stuff like that, low liquidity in order books. So this thing, so this it really means nothing. What you want to look is where there is a lot of volume, and that's gonna be most you know, correct. So Binance, Coinbase, you know, Binance, Coinbase, those are pretty decent ones. I've seen the chart, it was on 28.70. Yeah, we just showed it. The institution don't want to buy BTC all-time high. They have been paying for non-stop negative publicity on mainstream media to create panic, FUD, and force immense selling pressure on investors. Yeah, that's normal market manipulation. We understand that. We understand that. We are not saying that they are not doing that. That's normal thing to do. Just imagine if you sell at the top, like you want to buy again cheaper, right? So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go say, Bitcoin is the best thing ever? No, you're not. You're gonna go say, Bitcoin is dead. Bitcoin is gonna go to zero. Bitcoin. And when it gets low enough, because you know Bitcoin is not going to zero, you buy. But you're not gonna shill it when you sell the top, right? That it's normal market movement, you know. Whales want to sell off just to buy lower, of course. Some people still have shorts from 60k. Still having shorts after this big pump over here. That's insane, man. I would see this as some kind of a short liquidation mechanism, because if this isn't liquidated, all the shorts that there are, I don't know what's gonna liquidate all the shorts. Like there are very few people that are putting the shorts, you know, up here. You know, smart money that knows what's gonna happen, they're putting shorts. Like down here might actually get a lot of shorts in, but you know, when you're having this move to the downside and you're not closing your shorts on the way up, like, you're just asking for it. You're just asking for it. I think most of the shorts are coming like on these stops up here, and right now all the shorts are right now in either getting liquidated, stop loss or whatever, right? If they're not closed. Hurry day Nagpal. Can you see the link chart? Also love from India. Thanks for the money, bucks. I'll see the link chart because link was up 20% up. It's not doing much, man. It's not doing much. Weekly right now is above 10 and 20 moving average, but it is breaking some important levels. Whether this is going to continue towards the upside, it's really hard to tell. You can see on the downside that I've been doing the tech analysis, looking for all the supports on the downside. There were a lot of supports on the downside. Now, luckily for us, you know, one of these supports caught the stop, you know, and bounces towards the upside. Climbed above the 50 moving average, 10 moving average, and so forth. Right now going up for this 100 moving average, which might actually correlate very nicely with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is looking to, you know, have a one more pump to the 45,000. So this might have some kind of move up to the 100 moving average all the way up here. Where's the 200 moving average? 200 and 100 moving average is all the way up here. Let's see the weekly chart. Weekly chart also in that area up there. I think let's do it like this over here. Yeah, it's in the ballpark area. So maybe link will go another. What's that? Another something like 20% up. Maybe that's a big maybe, because if Bitcoin just decides to go down, maybe it's gonna push everything. Because you can see over here, Link has been following, definitely following Bitcoin, just, you know, just like everything else has been following Bitcoin. People that say Recton shorts don't understand. People that say Recton shorts don't understand the game. Maybe. Please, would you have time to look at sushi? No, sorry, man. And just putting the storyline and what started near the bottom, BTC went above 47 dominance and hit 28.6. Both points were met and confirmed. I mean, we haven't had 9 straight candles since 1970. Well, it's 10 straight candles, man. It's 10 straight candles. Break even, maybe. Any pullback or straight up to 100k? We're gonna see that, you know, we just said like it is immensely important to test these levels up here. It's immensely important to test these levels up here. Let's look on daily. It's immensely important. We got on the 4-hour, we got some kind of divergences going on, you know, but right now these levels are gonna be right now pretty important. We are already at the resistance, so whether this first line is gonna start pushing us down, this second line is gonna start pushing us down, this third line is then gonna come, this fourth line, we don't know which line is gonna pushing us down, but we are already looking at it. We are already preparing for some kind of pull down. We are already preparing for some kind of sideways move to give the moving averages time to get up, because I don't know if we can extend that much from the for example 20 moving average. Let's see up here if this actually because right now the daily time frame, let's see which chart we're gonna use. Daily time frame. Let's see how daily time frame, because here was the bull run started. Let's see how much extended from the 20 moving average you can actually get right up here. So what are we gonna use? We're gonna use the 20 moving average and see the extension to the upside on the 20 moving average. And you can see the 20 moving average are already pretty extended on the upside up here. We are already pretty extended on the upside on the 20 moving average, and this doesn't happen a lot, guys. This doesn't happen a lot. 20 moving average on the daily doesn't get extended that much. You can see here right now we are where the red line is, right? That's extension from the 20 moving average. That happened up here. That happened up here. But it doesn't happen that often. We are right now very extended even on the daily 20 moving average. Like over here, we actually, you know, extended and then continued going up, That can happen. I'm not saying that that cannot happen, but you can see here the price is going up. Let me just clean up this. You can see up here that the price is going up over here, but the extension is actually going down. So the extension and the price was the price was trying to climb, but you know the moving averages was picking up with the price, so it was creating this sword kind of thing up here, and then it fell down, right? Fell down back to the zero line. So right now even the 20 moving average is saying that we are pretty extended to upside. Whether we're gonna get like, you know, pumpage to, you know, 45,000, you know, and get overextend up here, some crazy numbers never seen before. I mean, that can happen. We just had 10 green candles in a row. That can happen. Not saying it's not gonna happen. It can happen. It can happen. Anything can happen, guys. In tech analysis, anything can happen. In Bitcoin, anything can happen. Right now we are watching on the daily chart these very fine lines. We are watching how they are gonna play out. We are watching our levels and seeing if we can actually break them or get to them, and how we're gonna actually get back. At one point some kind of pullback might be needed, unless we just go straight up to 200k or something like that. Why have you been early 3 days in a row? I don't know, I slept good, you know, so if I wake up early it's fine, you know. If I don't wake up early it's not fine. What goes up must come down. Hello from Arizona. Hi Arizona, how you doing, man? What about ETC? Do you think it run up to 1k within the next 6 to 12 months? Too long time frame, no clue what's gonna happen. For sure we will have shakeouts, sit tight. All I see is a bear market, it never goes straight down, you know. We're gonna find out right over here if that's bear market. I think if we get rejected by 45,000, meaning 20 moving average on the weekly, 200 moving average, if we get rejected by that and people still don't call bear market, something is up, guys, something is up. I think the way alts react to BTC movement was a sign of strength. When BTC dropped, alts didn't drop so fast. I concluded BTC profit went into alts. What's happening with XRP? Not much, it hit resistance. I missed this whole run. I'm only USDT. When can I enter? At good moment. Don't cry about it, Ahmed. Listen, I'm not into the. I also missed the pump. It doesn't matter. It's 50%, man. Alts does 50% in 1 day. Alts can do 50% in all day. Bitcoin did 50% in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, okay. It's a big pump, sure. You missed it, no problem. Don't cry about it. You still get your USD dollars, you know. There will come other times. You'll be ready. You'll enter at the right time. You know, you'll get your gains. The most important thing is not losing money. Sure, you can FOMO in and get some kind of 10-20%. Maybe it's gonna even go to 100k. Nobody knows. But FOMOing in is not a good strategy. FOMOing in is like gambling. You're just taking your money, throwing it on a table, not blackjack, what's it called? The roulette, you're choosing the black or the red, right? 50% chance going up, going down. That's the FOMO. That's the FOMO. When you FOMO, you basically take your money, throwing it down, and saying 50% chance to upside, 50% chance to downside. Is that a good deal? No, it's not. Do not ever FOMO in. Technical analysis is a chance of risk. When there is low risk, you want to enter. When there's high risk, you don't want to enter. Right now, there is high risk, you don't want to enter. What you gonna do? Yeah, you buy something else. You gotta buy something like, I don't know, you buy stonks. You buy stonks like monthly over here because, you know, this is right now at getting the bullish MACD cross. Telenor, it's Norwegian company, you know, MACD cross on the monthly chart. You know, you go into something else. You don't have to do Bitcoin, you know. Or maybe you do some altcoins. I don't know what altcoins are right now good or what's happening. Let's see up here. Gaming coins. Yeah, Gala. It's like went up 30% in one day. This is right now up 30% for a day. You're crying about Bitcoin not entering, you know, 50, you know, Bitcoin is, you know, did 50%. This did 30% in one day, you know. There are always times to get money, but what you want to know is you want to minimize the risk. You know, enter when there's bigger probability of upside and downside, and you know, want to enter with small risk. Right now, Bitcoin is high risk. You do what you want to do, but Bitcoin is high risk right now. Wyckoff accumulation schematic phase number 1, phase D. Not quite sure, haven't been watching Wyckoff for a long time. What's that guy called? The undecisive something. I don't remember his name. Maybe he's good at the Wyckoff. He's been talking about that's his thing, you know, the Wyckoff. Any idea of a Black Swan event happening? Yeah, exactly in 30 days. When should we expect actually the next Black Swan event? Like, should be something in the markets to do, right? Less profit is better than a loss. That's correct. Less profit is better than a loss. Or no profit is better than a loss, you know. It feels like roulette when you had a long streak of black numbers. You start saying betting the red numbers once it has to fall. Black Swan coming soon, bidding closing again, so lockdown will come, a new Wyckoff, new Black Swan, stonks will fall, just wait. Well, if you can predict it, it is technically not a Black Swan event, right? Because you can predict it. So, you know, Black Swan events is unpredictable things. But basically, the Black Swan events are predictable things, but that very, very few people know about. Everything is predictable, but, you know, the Black Swan events are just the things that are very, very few people can predict. If everybody can predict it, it's not a Black Swan event, it's expected. But if only a few can predict it, then we say, oh, it's a Black Swan event. What moon phase are we in right now? We are right now in the full moon phase. We are pumping like crazy until 8th of August, but it will maybe start dumping like 3-4 days before that. Because of the new moon. New moon is on 8th of August. I'm done with Wyckoff. Do formation 5, second snapshot tonight. Did a 70% less snapshot is going to dump and snapshot through. I have absolutely, John, I have no clue what you said there. FTM is a good buy at the moment. Maybe, I mean, there is a lot of good buys depending on how you look at it. You know, look at the numbers. There is always a good buys, right? There is always something that's going up. There is always something that's going down. Debuting the supply chain can afford under lockdown. What do you think about stock to flow supply? Not much. We are below. I remember that we are below the stock to flow supply right now. So how that's gonna play out, not quite sure. So maybe we are supposed to, you know, pump more. That's why this is start of the pump. So that was the one missing the pump on BTC. Okay. Anyways, guys, thanks for showing up. Look for these pumps up here. You know, up here. I'm not quite sure whether this is gonna get rejected right now, you know, or we're gonna go all the way up to these numbers up here. But one or another point, some kind of pullback will happen. When is that gonna happen? Like, look at the previous pump. We went pretty extend. Like, there was never any. This is the first pullback, small pullback. This is the big big first pullback. This is the 20 moving average pullback. But this run up here lasted for something like 48 days, guys. 48 days. So, you know, I don't know if you want to wait 48 days for a pullback. Because if this is the bull market, you know, continuation on new bull market, 48 days, you know, that's 48 days. And if it continues in the same space 48 days before the pullback, you know, you're looking like some kind of crazy numbers, and then you get like a small pullback down here. So you're buying at 80k. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for stopping by. Hit the like button on the way out, hit the subscribe button, check out the Patreon, check out the other stuff. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
The later doctor, he's grown pneumonia. His lines are insane, he's your crack and dopamine dealer. The later doctor, the crypto doctor. He's got what you need, he's your vitamin painkiller. The later doctor, he's grown pneumonia. His lines are insane, he's your crack and dopamine dealer. The later doctor, the crypto doctor. He's got what you need, he's your vitamin painkiller.
Cabman, you late. Hope you didn't lose any money lately. What song it is? The song is in the description down below. There is a channel with the music. Check it out. Cabman, thanks for stopping by. See you around. Come back tomorrow at 9:30 Central European time, man. See you around. Hope you're doing good. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. See you around. You know, 44, 45k. We're gonna see what happens. Bye bye.